This pipe finally fell off. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can deal with them this weekend, get them started and stuff. And then do that. That was my favorite truck. You know, like it's well, they're all my favorite trucks in different ways. Like for the drive, that Ford, that 2002 Ford was just like the comfiest vehicle in the world to drive. I kid you not, guys. If you've ever driven one, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, like you could have your Cadillacs and Bentleys and stuff like this. The 2002, there's just, you know, the long wheelbase of the, you know, and it was a light truck, so it handled good. There's one. You guys enjoying everything? Consoling your depression of losing the trucks? See, they're upset. My chickens are upset about, like, we don't have the trucks anymore. They were staring at that truck all day, and then suddenly one day it's gone. Yeah. So, don't know what the next vehicle is going to be. It's not going to be a truck, though. I just don't, with the cost of fuel, I don't make truck money. The last time I filled up Thunder was like 270. Yeah, mind you, that's like 2 years ago. But yeah, that's a lot of money. You know, and you got to make good money to be able to, you know, like Brutus, the last time I drove him, that's just right when the fuel prices went like stupid. And I was spending about $700 to $800 a month, up from about $300 to $400 a month on fuel for that. So like to make that kind of money, or to get a truck, big full-size truck, you got to be making that kind of money. You got to be making, you know, enough that you could at least, you know, I would have to make an extra $1,200 a month, which sure sounds great and all, but how do you just make an extra $1,200 a month? It doesn't work like that, right? If it just, well, I just got to make an extra $1,200, that's all. You know? Like if it was only that, so well, I only have to make an extra. Well, yeah, but how do you do it? You know, without charging everybody too much or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, chicken. So, but yeah, so I got to deal with that truck. It does take a weight of load off there that it's, my dad's happy. He'll be happy when the boat's gone though. That's the big one. Gonna really try to concentrate on getting that boat gone this year. So now with that $1,100, it's not all going to go towards another vehicle. I had to divide it up into different things. But now I'm almost, for my brush cutter, I almost have enough for the brush cutter. Enough for another bicycle. On the low end of things, I've got about $700 in cash. The rest is in the bank. So I have about $4,200 for a vehicle. That's like everything, like the operational cost, everything. Easy chickens. Yep. There. Guys happy now? There's King Drumstick the second, right over there. He stands out better than anybody. He's got those little black spots there. But he's the only one that really kind of have spots. Like last year, like I had a couple of chickens had like gold on the back. They had the spots, the black spots. Some had more than others. Some were all white. Some were, you know, different things. And not this year. This year is just the one. Okay. So you guys gonna be okay without the trucks? You know, you can tell me honestly. All right, because they look like they're really upset about this. You know, losing all their favorite trucks. You could tell they're upset. Not me. I'm not upset because I got rid of the best trucks in the world. Not me. Them. It's totally them. All right, so, okay, guys. No more kicking each other in the head for the night. You guys good? Everybody's good? Good. Buck, 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 buck. Buck, buck, buck. Got one hen there. That's a small. I think that's the smallest hen over there. Just like, I don't know if my aim's good here, but the one moving right to the center there. She looks like the smallest. Some of the hens are pretty big. They're not as big as they were last year. Well, we won't know until we weigh them, but they're pretty damn close. So there's some big birds. These are some very stupid. The bigger they get, the stupider they get too. We saw them like trying to trample each other. Like one tries to sneak his head in, and then what happens is the other ones just like step on top of him trying to get in. He's like, ah, you guys are killing me. Yeah, they are kind of dumb. They would trample each other to death there. You got to kind of save them from themselves. They have like an IQ of like 10, maybe 9. All right, so I'll lock them up for the night. Then a nice cooler evening. Last night was a nice cool evening. I don't know what week we're at with these guys, but we've got to be pretty damn close to the 10 weeks. Don't want to go too much longer because you get to that critical point where you're like, they're good, and then like in 1 week, like 10 of them go crippled on you, and you're like, oh shit, you waited too long. So that's good like that. Poor Truck Thunder, have to deal with him. Poor Truck Buck. I'm hoping though, one of my cousins buys the truck off me, because I just don't have the heart to send that one to the scrap, because it was my uncle's last truck. God rest him. But I think a kid, somebody has a shop to work on Thunder, that'd be good. Oh, if you're wondering about the minivan, my brother went camping with my dad and that with some of his in-laws about 3 weeks ago, and he lifted the thing, and the shock popped out of the ball socket and went through his back window. So we just, about a week or so ago, we just put on another, he got the whole back door, the window and everything for $100. So it was easier to swap it out than it was to change the back dash. So we did that. All right. I guess one more thing to show you. Yeah, I got one more thing to show you.